The man before me was weak. Short, skinny fat, pale skin. Looked like he'd probably never run a day in his dumb little life. What's more, I could hear him whimpering under that bag on his head. To be physically weak is one thing, but head weak? That'll be what does him in. I yanked the bag off, took a good long look into those terrified eyes glued onto me, and smiled. Welcome to the Del Montague Redwood Pines Resort. I'll put simple for you, friend. We hunt people here. Now, seeing as how you've been kidnapped, shoved in an animal cage, and now shipped to our lovely little hostel, I think you can guess what's about to happen to you, can't you? I exclaimed gleefully. Gotta make sure you have fun on the job to keep that morale up. Keeps the productivity flowing. This idiot just stared at me though, never changing from that petrified expression. I sighed and kneeled down to his level, taking the gag out of his mouth. What's your name, sport? I asked. Jerry, he stuttered. Great, Jerry. My name is Sawyer, and I'll be— Please, don't do this. I have a girlfriend, a family. I just want to— I leaned over and grabbed a good chunk of Jerry's cheek, pulling him eye level to me. Does your lady friend love you, Jerry? Yes. And your mommy and daddy? Do they love you too? Yeah, please, And how about your children, Jerry? I don't have kids. Look, please, Do you think I love you, Jerry? He's quiet now. I think things are finally starting to click for him. Do you think I give a shit about who you are? Who's waiting on you? What happens to you? My family has been running this business for nearly a decade now. I've seen thousands like you, Jerry. Stronger, weaker, younger, older, and plenty much less deserving than you. So get over it. The weak-minded don't last long in the hunt. Jerry wasn't pleading anymore. He just started sobbing. Fucking guy. I could smack him to try and get his attention back, but I'm not supposed to risk injuring the prey before the hunt. I decided a light smack on the cheek would be okay, though. Hey, listen to me, idiot. He didn't calm, but I had his attention at least. It's not over for you just yet. You want to see your family so bad, listen up. What? Can you help me? No. But you can still get out of here alive if you win. Jerry wasn't crying anymore. I had this dumbass's full attention. Ain't no point to hunt if prey can't get away, is there? Then there's nothing for you to fight for. There's no thrill to hunt. Now, typically a hunt will compose of several of our members hunting several prey. The prey can win by either surviving for 3 days, reaching a certain point in our reserve, or getting a member into a position where they have to surrender. Of course, if our prey actually kills a member, we kill them. Can't have our paying customers in danger now, can we? I continued to smile at Jerry while grabbing my clipboard. I needed to look over his booking. We also do custom hunts, Jerry. Sometimes it's just members who want to tweak a few rules about the hunt. Mostly, though, it will be a request for specific individuals under specific conditions. That's why you're here, Jerry. It looks like you really pissed someone off, huh? Jerry just kept staring at me. He wasn't trying to plead anymore, just staring with that petrified expression. You're a small little ant in a big world of lions, Jerry. You really need to be careful about who you decide to crawl on. Now, as per our members' conditions, he doesn't want you to win if you survive 3 days. which means the hunt goes on until a new party shows up. He also ain't grant you the option to reach in his save points. The only way for you to win Jerry, per his request, is if you kill him. Jerry was quite still. Finally, he perked up. I have to kill him? Looks like it. It's an unusual hunt for sure, but it gets requested from time to time. With personal custom hunts like this, it's usually a revenge killing, so the odds of you winning are severely reduced. Sometimes there's no opportunity at all. This guest wants you to have hope, though. Wants to see you try and fight your way out of this. I leaned in closer again. Just so he can look you in your dumb little eyes when he takes that hope away. Jerry was starting to panic again. At least he wasn't crying anymore, though. And if I do win? What do you do with me then? You just let me go? Well, it's not as simple as just letting you walk out the front gate. But yes, you'll be returned home. Eventually. Jerry was quiet again, breathing heavy, probably contemplating. I clapped my hands together, regaining his attention. Now, I'm actually an overseer for these hunts. That means I'll have my eyes on you and your hunter at all times. Well, actually I take breaks, but I have people to fill in for that. We'll have a tracking device inserted, and we use stealth drones to keep watch of everything. We'll also give you a radio to give you occasional tips. No offense to you, Jerry, but I doubt you'd survive if I just dump you in the woods even without someone hunting you. Can't have you eating some poisonous mushrooms or trying to tackle a deer or some bullshit. It's gotta be a fun hunt, Jerry. That means you have to be on your best. Jerry was whimpering again. I just stared at him. Fucking annoying idiot. That means you have to get yourself together and listen to me, you fucking bloated potato. You want to see that family or no? Jerry continued to whimper. He slowly nodded, though. That tracking device, he finally said. Did you say inserted? I smiled again. Up the bum, Jerry. Wait, what? Are you ready? Hunt begins tomorrow. Be sure to eat all your supper. Take my advice and skip out on the breakfast, though. You don't want to get cramps when we give you a head start. Okay, boys, take him away. Jerry started yelling, of course. I could have told him that we weren't actually sticking the device up his butt, but between you and me, he wouldn't have liked the truth much more. Poor fucking guy probably wouldn't make it to the first night. Well, then again, the hunter could actually be just as much of a dud as he was. It was time for me to meet him next. So, it'll just be the bow and the shotgun. No rifles, no traps, nothing else you care to bring, sir? No, that will be all. Thank you. Our guest was the reserve type. From looks alone, he didn't look much more impressive than that goof Jerry. But he carried himself in a way that projected business. Could just be that inflated rich man ego, though. How about a chainsaw? Or maybe a big long pointed stick? Trust me, shooting is one thing, but up close and personal? Now that's where it gets fun. The old man cracked a slight grin. Give me the pointy stick. All right. Now, to ensure you get your stay's worth, I'm going to have to ask about your prior hunting experience. This might be the most dangerous game, but Jerry kind of gives me the deer in the headlights vibe, if you get me. Trust me, friend. I'm definitely overqualified to hunt that fool. I'm sure you'll give me a good run, though. I've heard good things about you, Sawyer. I see. Lastly, are you certain about the prey's only way out being the chance he kills you first? It's not the first time we've done it this way. It can be dangerous, though. Oh, please, that little prick? Listen, I want that man dead. I don't want his dumb luck burying his head in the sand for 3 days or some other crap. I'm not here for a sporting venture. I'm here for a pleasure killing. Can I ask what he did? What? You don't have to tell me, of course. I'm not even really supposed to ask. Can't help wondering, though, what that squeaky little thing did to land himself here. The man wasn't smiling anymore. He took 2 steps towards me, never shifting his gaze. That squeaky little thing, he almost growled, put his squeaky little welfare trash seed in my little girl. I was taken a bit back for a moment. Before I could carry on, though, the man was smiling again. He doesn't even know, he said. Of course my dumb little shit of a daughter won't get rid of him. So I will. Next year we can shoot the spawn out of a skeet hut and bet over who hits it first. I had no other choice but to put on my best smile. Okay. Now, lastly, sir, our hunt begins tomorrow morning at your call. Shall we have Jerry get an hour head start, or do you prefer to chase him out the gate into the reserve? Give him the head start. He turned to leave. I felt odd. Jerry certainly wasn't the first to land here for being with the wrong person. Usually it was cheaters, though. And if it wasn't, usually they weren't following by their unknown child being turned into a skeet. All right then, Jerry, you little prick. Our hunt starts tomorrow. Let's see if you'll be the first one hunted to kill one of our hunters. I really fucking doubt it, though.
Greetings, friends and fiends. Chronicler here. We here at Creepy Spaghet would like to thank Sawyerthesadist for allowing us to tell their story. If you enjoyed this story, be sure to subscribe to stay updated on these terrible tales. And be sure to check out the author in the links below. If you're interested in having your story narrated, be sure to reach out to our social media as we continue our journey to pull the darkest stories from the infinite depths of the internet. Until next time, fiends.